What you're about to see isn't just rare photos. Each shot has a mind-blowing story that few people know about. Take this photo, for example.
A worker moves a large shipment of polio vaccine marked Rush, likely during the mid-1950s in the United States. The development and distribution of the polio vaccine were monumental public health achievements. These efforts brought immense relief to a nation grappling with widespread polio outbreaks that affected many, particularly the young. Actors Alec Guinness and Omar Sharif are seen in costume during the filming of the epic movie Lawrence of Arabia. Actress Raquel Welch is pictured partially buried in sand on a beach, in a photograph typical of her 1960s image. She rose to prominence during that decade, becoming a well-known actress and international symbol. Welch maintained a successful acting career for many years. A young Frank Sinatra is surrounded by enthusiastic female fans, likely in the early to mid-1940s. This period marked the rise of Sinatramania, characterized by intense adoration from his predominantly young female fan base. His popularity as a crooner set a new standard for pop stardom. A young boy is seen affectionately hugging the leg of an elephant, likely at a zoo in this undated photograph. Interactions between people, especially the young and large animals, often evoke a sense of wonder and connection. The image has a watermark at Megwin/Twitter, suggesting it was shared online. Jazz legend Ella Fitzgerald is seen with actress Marilyn Monroe, likely at the Mocambo nightclub in Hollywood during the 1950s. Reportedly, Monroe used her star power to help Fitzgerald secure a booking at the popular venue, promising to attend every night. This act of support highlighted the challenges faced by African American performers and the solidarity between some artists. A traveler, identified in some contexts as actress Shelley Duvall, stands at an airport security checkpoint, likely in the 1970s. Signs indicating screening for weapons became increasingly common during this period as airport security measures evolved. The image reflects a shift in travel procedures and public awareness regarding safety. Workers are depicted at the Kimberley Diamond Mine in South Africa around 1872. The discovery of diamonds in this area triggered a massive diamond rush, attracting fortune seekers from all over the world. This rapid influx of people led to the intensive development of mining operations. Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev is seen tasting Pepsi Cola, offered by then U.S. Vice President Richard Nixon at the American National Exhibition in Moscow in 1959. This seemingly simple moment of cultural exchange, part of the kitchen debate, famously led to a major trade agreement. Later, PepsiCo struck a deal to trade Pepsi syrup for Soviet Stolichnaya vodka and, for a time, warships. A participant in a Miss America pageant of the 1920s is shown undergoing a hairstyling procedure with salon equipment of that period. Early permanent wave machines, such as the one visible, were part of the beauty industry's evolution. Beauty pageants were increasing in notice during that era. People are gathered near a waterway in Afghanistan in a scene dated to 1950. The photograph offers a glimpse into daily life in the country during the mid-20th century. Such images document a period before decades of conflict significantly altered the nation. Model Jerry Hall is pictured wearing a striking sheer-lace jumpsuit in Paris, 1976. During the 1970s, Hall became a prominent international fashion model, known for her distinctive looks and association with high-profile designers. This image reflects the bold and glamorous fashion trends of that decade. Former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger engages in conversation with then-Chinese President Jiang Zemin in 1995. Kissinger played a pivotal role in establishing U.S.-China relations in the early 1970s. Their continued interactions underscored the ongoing diplomatic dialogue between the two nations. John Lennon of the Beatles is shown in Abbey Road Studios Studio 2 in London around 1963 with a Telefunken U47 microphone. This iconic studio and specific microphone model were integral to creating the Beatles' groundbreaking sound. Many of the band's classic recordings were produced in this very room. A swimmobile, essentially a portable swimming pool on a truck, is seen on a New York City street in 1960. These mobile pools were a novel public service, bringing recreational opportunities directly to neighborhoods during hot summer months. The initiative provided a unique way for city residents, especially younger ones, to cool off and have fun. A woman uses a coin-operated perfume vending machine, a novelty found in some public restrooms around 1952. For a small sum, these perfumatic devices offered a quick spray of popular fragrances like Chanel or Taboo. Such amenities reflect the social customs and commercial ingenuity of the post-war era. Two images show the Frauenkirche, Church of Our Lady, in Dresden, Germany. One from 1950 1958 depicting its ruins after World War II, and another from 2014 showing its meticulous reconstruction. The statue of Martin Luther stands prominently in both photographs. The church's rebuilding stands as a powerful symbol of post-war reconciliation and restoration. A young Brigitte Bardot is pictured here, likely in the 1950s, before or during her rise to international stardom. Even in her early appearances, her distinctive looks captured attention. Bardot would soon become one of France's most famous cultural exports and a screen icon. This photograph captures the 1950s college fad known as phone booth packing, or phone booth stuffing. Groups of students would attempt to cram as many individuals as possible into a standard telephone booth. It was one of several lighthearted and sometimes competitive crazes popular among young people during that decade. Actress Sharon Tate is shown in a photograph from the 1960s, a period when her film career was ascending. She gained recognition for roles in films like Valley of the Dolls and was noted for her beauty and style. Tate's career was tragically cut short, but she remains a remembered figure of 1960s Hollywood. Egon Cannon Colossus Irvin, reportedly one of the heaviest men in Europe, plays cards with fellow circus performers in the early 1900s. Traveling circuses and sideshows of that era often featured individuals with unusual physical characteristics. These performers were major attractions for audiences seeking novel entertainment. Pop singer Britney Spears is pictured in Tokyo, Japan during 1999, near the beginning of her highly successful music career. Her debut album and hit singles quickly launched her to international superstardom. This image captures her youthful image as she was becoming a global pop phenomenon. Two men are shown ice fishing from the comfort of their car on a frozen lake in Michigan, 1955. Adapting vehicles for shelter during ice fishing was a practical, if somewhat unusual, approach to this cold weather pastime. The scene reflects a regional outdoor tradition during the mid-20th century. Actress Candice Bergen is seen posing on a beach with her dog in 1968. During the late 1960s, Bergen was establishing herself as a prominent actress and fashion model. This photograph captures a more candid moment, reflecting the style and atmosphere of the era. Television host Ed Sullivan is shown interviewing Fidel Castro in Cuba on January 11, 1959. This interview took place just 10 days after Fulgencio Batista's government was overthrown and Castro assumed power. Sullivan's popular variety show brought this significant political moment directly into American homes. Film star Steve McQueen is seen here reacting during an encounter with actress Jane Mansfield, likely in the early 1960s. Both were prominent Hollywood personalities of their time, known for their distinct public images. This candid moment captures an interaction between two major figures of that era's film scene. Designer Pierre Cardin is surrounded by models wearing his futuristic nurse uniform designs from 1971. These avant-garde creations, featuring geometric headpieces and stark white fabrics, contrasted sharply with mainstream hippie fashions of the time. Cardin's space-age aesthetic aimed to revolutionize professional attire, though it was quite radical for the medical field. A bustling street scene unfolds, likely in a traditional market or souk area identified as being in Iraq. Such marketplaces have long been centers of commerce and social interaction in many Middle Eastern cities. The photograph captures the typical atmosphere with merchants and shoppers amidst their daily activities. A massive ticker tape parade fills a New York City street on August 12, 1969, celebrating the Apollo 11 astronauts. This jubilant event honored Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins upon their return from the historic first moon landing. Such parades were a traditional way New York honored heroes and significant achievements. This postcard view shows the intersection of Vine Street and Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, California, during the 1950s. Classic cars line the streets, and prominent signs for businesses like NBC Radio City and Miller Beer are visible. The image captures the vibrant atmosphere of a key Hollywood thoroughfare in its mid-century heyday. A striking visual comparison documents the immense urban development of Dubai, contrasting an earlier view from approximately the year 2000 with its current expansive skyline. The city's transformation from a regional port to a global metropolis is evident in these images. This rapid growth showcases significant engineering and investment over a relatively short period. Actress Marilyn Monroe is captured in this photograph from 1962, the year she turned 36. Even towards the end of her career, she remained a globally recognized figure, celebrated for her on-screen presence. This image shows her iconic look during one of her final years. This sepia-toned photograph from 1912 portrays Situwuka and Katquaxnea, individuals of the Tlingit people, an indigenous group from the Pacific Northwest coast. They are shown in traditional regalia, which includes elaborate beadwork, woven items, and feathered headdresses. The image, marked copyright 1912 by the Shotridges, serves as a valuable historical record of Tlingit culture. Shoppers fill the aisles of a Woolworth department store in downtown Houston, Texas, during December 1964. Woolworth stores were a prominent fixture in American retail for much of the 20th century, known for their wide variety of merchandise and lunch counters. The scene captures the bustling atmosphere of holiday shopping in a mid-century American city. Actress Elizabeth Taylor is seen on the set of the film Cleopatra. The musical group, the Jackson 5, poses for a photo shoot in Santa Monica, California around 1970, likely promoting their hit song ABC. Comprised of brothers Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Michael Jackson, the group achieved massive popularity in the early 1970s. Their energetic performances and catchy songs made them Motown sensations. A worker inspects vinyl LPs, reportedly copies of the Beatles' album Rubber Soul, at EMI's pressing plant in London around 1965. Quality control was a crucial step in record manufacturing to ensure a good listening experience for consumers. This facility was responsible for producing records for many major artists of the era. An example of precise Incan stonemasonry is visible in this wall, located in Cusco, Peru, and dating back to the 1400s. The Inca were renowned for their sophisticated architectural techniques, fitting massive stones together without mortar so tightly that a knife blade cannot pass between them. This method, known as ashlar masonry, provided remarkable structural stability. Actress Debbie Reynolds is pictured with her daughter, Carrie Fisher, around 1973. By this time, Reynolds was a long-established Hollywood star, while Carrie was a young woman, years before her own iconic role. Such photographs offer a glimpse into the family life of well-known entertainment figures. A view of Hollywood Boulevard from the early 1960s showcases the street bustling with activity and classic American cars. Prominent signs for businesses like Barker Brothers are visible, reflecting the commercial landscape of the era. This era represented a vibrant period for Hollywood as both a place and an industry. Surrealist artist Salvador Dali is seen enjoying a gondola ride in Venice, reportedly during the Venice Film Festival in 1961. Dali was known for his eccentric personality and public appearances, often as flamboyant as his artwork. His presence at such an event would have undoubtedly added to its artistic and celebrity allure. A bright orange tracked vehicle labeled Trans-Antarctic Expedition is shown precariously positioned over a crevasse in the Antarctic ice. Such specialized snowcat vehicles were crucial for overland travel during expeditions like the Commonwealth Trans-Antarctic Expedition of 1955-58. Navigating the treacherous icy terrain presented constant dangers to explorers. Actor Patrick Swayze is seen with martial arts legend Benny the Jet Urquidez, who served as an uncredited fight trainer on the 1989 film Roadhouse. Urquidez also made a cameo appearance in the movie as one of the antagonists. The film became known for its action sequences and Swayze's memorable performance. Young men and women enjoy themselves on Balboa Beach in Southern California during spring break in 1947, as photographed by Peter Stackpole for Life magazine. According to reports, thousands gathered for beachside activities, including dancing, boat races, and bonfires. This image captures the burgeoning post-war youth culture and traditions of spring break. Postal workers are surrounded by a massive volume of packages while sorting holiday mail at the Mount Pleasant Post Office in